welcome back. I'm so happy you're here today. We're going to jump into a delicious recipe that I make for pretty much every holiday, as well as it's a great travel food. We've taken them camping. It's just literally my favorite way to eat a potato, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So if you guys are new here, welcome. My name's Brittany. I run the Jaroudi Family website and YouTube channel. I'd love to have you as part of our community, so make sure you're subscribed. If not, I make whole food plant-based recipes every week, multiple times a week, and I'm so excited you're here. So school is back in session. If you guys didn't know, I teach middle school full-time, and so just doing this channel and everything else about life is busy for me, and I need foods that are quick and simple and recipes that are delicious that I can get my entire family to enjoy. So this one definitely marks all of those boxes. So we're going to make twice baked potatoes. It's comforting, it's easy. Like I said, if you have to travel somewhere far in a car, they hold up really well because they become little potato boats that you can just easily eat. They're good cold or warm. I just can't say enough great things about this specific recipe, and I know you guys are going to enjoy it. So if you look down below in the show notes, you'll see that I have the recipe written out. I also have a link to our website, which has a free printable PDF for you guys to print out. And so I try to make this as easy as possible for you. So we're going to jump into it. At the very end, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about our membership program. So if you're interested in helping support what we're doing here on the channel, if you want some extra recipes, like 5 to 6 a month, stay tuned to the end when I tell you guys about what's coming out in September. So for this, I've already baked my potatoes. So you want to cook your potatoes. You can steam them, you can boil them, you can use russets or Yukon Golds. My favorite is to use a russet potato, and I just like to put them in the oven, and you want to bake them until they're soft. This is a twice baked potato, so we're going to bake them one more time once we make the filling and restuff them. But it's really easy. So these are all cooked. I went ahead and scooped out the middle of a lot of them. So you're going to cut them lengthwise, and then you're going to be really careful not to mess up the structural integrity of your potatoes, because we need to load them back up, and then we're going to bake them one more time. So I would say for this recipe, you should use 6 large russet potatoes. Now, you can use some of the russets I have here. Like this one was very small, so I have like 3 really smaller potatoes that equal 1 large one. So kind of use your judgment. This recipe is so easy to like multiply and make more. If you have stuffing left over, you can always grab another russet the next day and make it again. You can make this for huge families and just double and triple the recipe, or just make this even for one person and have leftovers. But I would say around 6 large russet potatoes is what I would start with. You're going to bake them in the oven or cook them however you'd like. Pull them out, and once they're cool to touch, you can cut them lengthwise. Then what we're going to do is we're going to scoop out the filling. So I have one here I haven't done, just to walk you guys through it. So my potatoes here. I find a really tiny spoon, and I just start kind of scooping out the middle. I kind of leave the sides alone, and I'm just gonna scoop out the filling. Now, I don't like to go, right up against the bottom of it. I still like to let them keep their shape. So you're just scooping out. It's kind of like making little boats for them, but again, if you go too far, they might fall apart. So just make a little boat for it. All right, once you have all of your potato insides into a bowl, what we're going to do is we're going to make a filling or a dressing for the potatoes, and then we're going to restuff them and bake them. It's super simple. You guys will really like this one. So I have half a cup of a plant milk that's unsweetened and unflavored. It's going to go into my Vitamix or high-speed blender if you have it. For our thickener for this, we're going to use half a cup of white beans that I have right here. You've rinsed and drained those. Any white bean will work. I also have half a cup of cashews here that are raw. If you don't want to use cashews, you can make it with all white beans. Also, you could sub this for silken tofu or even sunflower seeds if you have a nut allergy. Those are some really great options, but half a cup of raw cashews, and I do prefer it this exact way. It makes a pretty good amount of potatoes, so remember, you're having half a cup of cashews for the entire thing. And then I also have, I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice that I have right here. And I have 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And then I have our spices in our white miso we're going to use. So I use white miso as a salt substitute. So I have 1 teaspoon of white miso. That's going to go in. You can leave it out if you don't want to use miso. And I also have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Now you can get creative with this, and really, again, I always say this on this channel, you should make this to how your family enjoys. If you guys want to add some heat to your potatoes, you can add some red pepper flakes. You could add pizza seasoning and make these pizza potato stuffed twice. You can do so many different things. So I'm just making them kind of more on the not plain side, but more on the good for everyone that you're gonna serve. So I really like it with the onion and garlic combination, but we've definitely had fun with the seasonings. This is gonna blend until the cashews and white beans are blend smooth, and we're gonna add them into our potatoes and then restuff them. I also have around 3/4 of a cup of chopped broccoli. Now you can add, you know, chopped onion, you could add in peppers, you could do onions and broccoli and a combination. You can even leave it out. It's totally, again, what your family enjoys. So we like to add a little bit of green to this, so I do like some broccoli. You also can play around and you could add dill to this, and there are endless amounts of combinations. So I hope you guys will give it a try, and I would love to hear what you guys try in the comments below. So I'm gonna blend this until it's nice and smooth and add it into our cooked potatoes that we have here. After it's blended through, you can get a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. We're gonna rebake this, and it's gonna be so good. It makes such a delicious, like, you know, creamy filling with a little bit of texture on top from it baking twice, and then the potato skins on the bottom. I just can't say enough good things about this recipe. I really hope you guys will try it. So I'm just gonna open up my blender, put that aside. I'm just gonna dump the filling that we just made. And so you can think about, you know, how you wanna serve this. If you're gonna give everyone a whole potato, if everyone's just gonna get half a potato and you're making something else. That's kind of how I judge, you know, what else I'm gonna make with the recipe to accomplish this. Although these go so fast in our house, and when I serve them to guests, that you might want to double the recipe because it's that good. Alright, so now that's in there, I just take my fork, and you can take a potato masher if you want to, but I just like to incorporate that mixture and just really mash up any of that potato that we had in there prior. And you'll see that the potatoes really soak up that mixture. You also could put some smoked paprika in here as well. That's kind of really nice. We'd like to do that around, especially around Easter. You know, instead of deviled eggs, we a lot of the times will make these. And especially if you find the smaller potatoes, the rounder size, those can be really fun to serve in this place. Alright, that looks really yummy. Alright, up next I'm going to add in our chopped broccoli. It's optional, but I do like a little bit of green mixed in. And like I said, try it with onions, try it with peppers, try it with both. I love it. Alright, so that's all well incorporated, super easy. And you're just going to refill your boats. So, you know, I just like to kind of overstuff them, so I'm going to fill it up and then fill it up a little bit more. And if you have leftovers, you know, you can make more, you can save it, you can even freeze this and make it later, but These are so good. So you guys see that? And I'm just going to line my baking dish up with all of these. Once they're all assembled, you can go and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. These bake for 20 minutes, and we love serving them warm or cold, and I just can't get enough of them, so I really am excited for you to try it. I will see you guys back when they're all done, and we'll be ready for dinner. And there you have it. They just came out of the oven. They are delicious. The entire family is going to enjoy them. I know you guys are going to love this one. So if you guys make it, leave us a comment if you do. Again, the recipe is on our website. Free printable PDF you can go check out. They're just my favorite thing. My husband already was coming in from work and trying to steal a bunch before I photographed them. So you know they're good. Try to take a little bite. Wrong camera. Creamy, lots of different textures. If you love potatoes, you're going to love this one. So I hope you guys will give this a try. Give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment if you make it. Subscribe if not. And if you haven't joined our private membership, every month on the 5th I release a ton of stuff. 5 new recipes, an extra video, an art project, a musical playlist, a community place to ask me questions and IM me. It's a really fantastic program, and so I will post some pictures of September's recipes coming out now. And if you sign up today, you get the last 2 months prior as well. So there's like right now 15 recipes available for you guys, and then coming up in just a couple of days there'll be September. So I hope you guys will think about joining. It's a great way to help support the channel. It lets me buy a bunch of groceries to recipe test and keep the website going. So I'm just so thankful for all of you guys for all your support. Alright, I'll see you guys real soon in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to go eat a bunch of potatoes. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.